what is up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day here at Heavy Cardboard. Teach, play, and discuss, well, today, solo game. So welcome, everybody watching live around the world, as well as after the fact. I am your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined by y'all, because, again, solo game. There we go. Feast for Odin, designed by the Uwe Rosenberg, published by Z-Man Games. We did this last week before, I forget what it was. I had a really good time with it, and I wanted to play it some more. And to be honest with you, I'm only playing games if I'm streaming them or getting ready for the podcast. So here we are. All right. If you guys do enjoy the show, give it a like down below, subscribe. It really does help the channel. That's why everybody on YouTube asks for that. And you want to go the extra mile, support the show, you can go to pledgehc.com and do so there. So, Feast for Odin. Let me get chat up. I just realized that's not working. So we will fix that. How many of y'all out there have never played Feast for Odin, be it solo or otherwise? Ooh, that isn't working. A moment. That should. There we go. Chat really does not want to work today. Give me just a second, y'all. Thought I had this fixed, but it's Monday in disguise as a Tuesday. No, it really doesn't want to work today. Interesting. Okay, well, we will try one more thing, the joys of live, and see if this, just indulge me here for a second. It does work. All right, so let me fix it now. All right, that was weird. We'll go there, we will fix that there, and we will fix the spacing of everything. There we go. Ooh, that is all kinds of cattywampus, isn't it? It shouldn't be. Yeah, no, that works. All right, there we go. Interesting that this is jacked up, so we may have to do some on-the-fly type things. It's all right. That's what happens when it's live. All right, there we go. That should be fixed. We'll keep that there. Somebody had asked, I had seen while I was waiting to go live, whether this is going to be a full teach and playthrough. Yeah, pretty much, but it's going to be as we go, because solo games I tend to not do full teaches on the front end. So, Santa brought this. Thought that was appropriate. It's a giant mug. I mean, it's a gallon, not literally, but. All right, cool. So let's get started. I don't think we need to belabor that too much, but let's see. Let me catch up here. A lot of people, unplayed, never solo. A lot of y'all have not played it solo. Some of y'all have, obviously, but yeah. So I'm gonna leave the chat up. I'm gonna leave the camera up because it's just me and y'all. And I think I got a pretty good handle on the game. So, yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Now, I'm curious whether or not chat is going to cooperate or not. We will see here shortly. Chat is not going to cooperate. So, give me just 1 second. Interesting. All right. So, there are fixes for these things. I will have to do some maneuvering. I thought I had all this fixed up, but that's okay. We will move that momentarily, move that one, and reposition this, and we should be good. Hey, there we go. Almost. One more thing I gotta fix. There we go. That's better. Yay. All right. Holy Klaus, over 100 solos. No. I don't have the expansion. If somebody wants to send me the expansion, because getting a hold of Asmodee, not always the easiest thing for me to do. So, yeah. I have tunes ready for us to go today. But I'll go ahead and let's get started, shall we? At least going over how it is to play, and then the details of it I will go over in detail as we play. So ultimately, this is a worker placement game. All right, now we are going to be playing as both yellow and red. That's why I don't have a color down below. We will be alternating because the workers, or the Vikings that we have, will go out here into the various action spots out there. And the ones placed this round will stay there for the following round to block off some of the spots. So that's why we will alternate colors. So the game takes place over the course of 7 rounds. And over those 7 rounds, there are a total of normally 12 phases. Now, some of those we're going to either skip because of the solo game, or we're just going to kind of modify / skip because of the solo game. More details on that. But we go through with the ultimate goal is to score points. And the reason we're trying to score points is right here, as you can see, the various things there. And I will fix that as well. Wow. Today has not been my day, has it? There we go. That's better. All right. So we are going to try and score points. Now, if you haven't seen the first playthrough, ignore that. Okay? But that's what we are trying to do. Now, you'll notice here on our main board, this is going to be kind of a polyomino Tetris-y type game to where we're going to be getting various resources. These resources come in 4 different colors and types. So for simplicity's sake, we're going to call them orange, red, green, and blue. And there's not only those, there are all of these. Again, orange, red, green, and blue. All right. Now the reason the difference in the colors is some of them are going to be used, it's an Uwe Rosenberg, to feed our people. So we're going to have to use them to feed up here. However, so the orange and red will have to be used for feeding up there. And then the blue and green are going to be to cover up these spaces here. Now, what spaces we cover up are going to give us income throughout the game. And in addition to that, we are also going to be trying to cover up all these -1 points, because boy, there's a lot of them. So the more of those we can cover up by the end of the game, the more points we won't lose. Our income is going to be determined by that track up there, by which everything to the left and everything below those spaces are going to be covered. And whatever the lowest number that we can see is going to be our income. Now, these other little pictured items out here, as you can see, once those are completely surrounded, then we're going to get bonuses or bonus income as we go along. So again, place workers out here, get stuff, upgrade stuff, place it out here, get income, and hopefully at the end, score victory points. All right? So there we go. All right? Now, because we did stream this last week, I guess I should also mention there are additional decks or additional boards that we can get, as you can see, and there are some others that are off screen, like those. And there are 4 of the various islands. Now, the islands will automatically upgrade as we go along in the game, and these will be worth victory points as well as income potentially later on as we go along too. All right. So that's kind of an overview of what it is we're trying to do. There is one more board that is off screen. These are various goods that we'll be able to forge and acquire. So we have those, but those come into play rarely, so just leaving those off screen. All right. So last week we played with the A deck, which is kind of the basic deck. Today we are playing with the B deck, which includes the starter, we'll call them cards, all right? And then the deck out here. Now, there is a little house rule that we are going to be playing with as well. Now, normally you can only take mystery meat here, and the game just felt a little limiting there. So the house rule, the heavy cardboard variant, is we're going to put out 3 of these to start. And to be honest with you, I think that we ought to discard one of those every round as well. So we'll conveyor them. We'll start it here and we'll conveyor it back. When it comes here, it will then go away and we'll put out a new one. All right, so that's kind of our little heavy cardboard variant as well. All right? All right. a moment while I get a drink and we'll get going. So my goal last game was 75, and because I forgot a few points, I will ask your help that if and when we get these islands to help me remember that those come with coins this time. So I am shuffling up the starter card. We're going to get one of these to begin with, all right? But yeah, if y'all can remind me of that. Like I said, last game, the goal was 75. We met that goal. I think today we're going to shoot for 100, okay? And we'll go 105. 105. So over under 105. So do I win or does Uwe win? Over under on Glory to Rome's, I usually don't do a whole lot when it's solo. So we'll just say 2.5. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to, we're going to pick that one right there. So this entire deck, gone out of the game. There we go. Boom, done. All right, so let's see what card we get to start with. It is the Bean Farmer. So we can turn 2 beans into some peas, a horn, and some fish. And the color on this one is a anytime card. You can do this exchange anytime and any number of times during the course of the game. And it's worth 1 victory point. Okay, so that's going to start in our hand over here. Our hand cards are going to be here. Any of our in-play cards are going to be the ones that are over on the right-hand side. Okay? All right. All right, so we begin. We start with, here, a new Viking. So it's round 1. We get a new Viking, whatever is there. So we got that. We now have 6 Vikings to begin with, and I suppose we ought to actually go over the phases here while we do this. So here we go, a new Viking. Boom, phase 1 done. Then harvest. Okay, what's the harvest? Well, over here, round 1, it says that, or round 1, it says that we get all of the harvest items, all the orange goods that have a number 1 on them. So what are those? Well, we come over here to our handy dandy little organizer, and yes, these organizers do come with the game. So there are 2 of them. And there we go. Those are all of the ones that start with the number or have a number 1 on it. Now, the reason that matters is for the feast. We're going to need to be able to feed our people up there. More on that later. In addition to that, it says that we do not flip over any of the islands. And I'm getting ahead of myself because that's phase 3. Turn the exploration boards. I need my glasses for this. And place silver. All right, well, again, that's going to be the truncated step during the game that we may not exactly do during the game, but that, remember that place silver? That's the part that I forgot last game. So, next, draw a new weapon. Well, we have the weapon deck right here, so we're going to take the top card there. There are 4 different types of weapons in the game, and we have an additional snare. So we now have 2 snares, a whaling spear, and a bow. All right, cool. Oh, we can choose between 2 starting occupations. Well, and Klaus has played over 100 times. We will defer to him. So we'll pick one more. Let's take a look. All right, Klaus. So that's the Bean Farmer. The other one is Princess. This says, anytime you build houses, you get silverware. Is that what I am looking at this, the build houses spots. Interesting. So anytime, and this is orange, sorry. Look. So if I'm understanding this right, anytime we take the build houses action, we get some silverware. So it's like a housewarming gift. Interesting. So what one is that? That is the top one. So anytime we get any of the expansion boards, the small ones over there. We did not do that. We did that once very late in the game. I don't think that is nearly as useful as the bean farmer. So personally, I think we're going to get rid of the princess. She's in another castle. And we'll go bean farmer. By the way, speaking of which, tunes. There we go. Let me know on the volume on this one, y'all. Okay? All right. So, getting back to this. So we have our new weapon now, and now we go into actions. So there we go. This is the main part of the game. All right. So we have 6 workers. This column takes 1 worker, 1 Viking. That is going to be too loud for me. Ah, it's the expansion designer recommends that variant of getting 2. Fair enough. Kind of like what we're doing with this. The 3rd column is going to be 3 workers, and you get to draw another occupation, either one of these or that. And the 4th column takes 4 Vikings, but you get to play an occupation, meaning one of your hand cards down into your tableau. Okay? All right. Yeah, if anybody has an extra expansion laying around in Norwegians and want to see it streamed, send it to me. Or have Asmodee send it to me. Good luck with that. All right. So, what do we want to do today? So now that we have beans, we have the bean farmer. We don't necessarily need to use that a lot, but every other round we could get a bean and a silver, which, for the market, that doesn't seem terribly exciting. I mean, it worked really well last game, so I'm kind of, there's a part of me that kind of wants to go the same route, but that would be boring and no fun for y'all. But, we could get an island early. What do y'all think about a turn 1 island? Now, obviously, that means we're going to need a ship, but I don't know which one. So we can choose any of the 4 islands. And to be honest with you, Faroe Islands looks pretty good because of the income early on, possibly. Also Iceland. And Iceland is available with a larger ship. And that's a lot of income, potentially. Greenland is less sexy to me. I'm not super in love here with Greenland. I do really like Iceland, though. And so if we take a look here at Iceland, I'll go ahead and put it here. So Iceland has potentially up to 8 income, but early on it should be pretty easy to get at least a couple of income. I mean, really easy, I think, because all we have to do is cover up those 2 spots. It's a bunch of negatives, and it doesn't give us a ton of bonuses. It gives us the stone and the ore, but what do y'all think? Morning, Mark. Shetland and Faroe is a trap, he says. So okay, I don't like either one of those islands, honestly. Iceland, though, I could make a case for. You better check a Vic. Yes, that well played. So we're in agreement that Faroe and Shetland, not so much. Now, Greenland. I kind of like the idea of being able to leave this for late game, though. The Newfoundland, you know? Oh, well, hold on. Before I discount Shetland, right? The fact that there's beans right here, that goes well with the bean farmer. You know what? Maybe we go Shetland. And we can actually get the smaller boat if we choose to do that. Yeah, you know, because of the beans. There's less income, but you know what? I like that. I think we go Shetland in second thought because of the beans. I like that idea. I like that. I think we're going to look at Shetland. So Shetland, we lose Bear Island, but I'm okay with that. So, okay. So I think we're going to go Shetland here. You know what? Let me make this, the chat a little bit bigger. What's up, Adam? There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. So we're going to go Shetland. So now that we know that we're going to go to this space here, but we need to have a boat to be able to do that. So to be able to get a boat, we can do one of two things. We can either just straight up purchase a boat for 3, 5, or 8 silver, of which we have none, or, so just to show you guys, so going to this spot, it requires us to have one of the 3 boats. But now, to be able to get a boat, since we can't afford a boat, the other way is to build a boat with wood. And that would be 1, 2, or 2, but also 3 workers to wood to be able to get the larger ship, which is going to be good for pillaging. Do we want to go pillaging this? Ah, see, there are so many things that we have to choose here. Huh. What's up, Clayton? Well, to be able to, and I should also point out that we don't have any wood. To get wood, we have to come over to the mountain strips. To be able to do that is this area right here, which is going to get us, let's see. Well, I think I definitely want 2 wood. So if I want 2 wood, my 2 options are either this spot here to be able to take 2 wood, or this, which would get us 2 wood and a stone, and be able to upgrade one of our items. You know what? No, I think I'm getting too carried away. So I think we go cheap here. So we're going to take 1 worker and go onto the mountains and trade and be able to take 2 off of 1 strip. By the way, you know what, Klaus? I would say you were the resident expert. There was a lot of discussion on BGG about whether or not, if there is silver, if silver is the only thing left on the strip, do you remove the mountain strip? There was a whole lot of discussion on various threads on BGG that basically say these stay until they are completely empty. So Klaus can define that and clarify that. All right. Awesome, Drew. No, I like hearing about it. So which one do we want to go? I think we want to go with the bottom one because it's going to get us closer to the ore. And ore can be used here or possibly on our ships. But then again, if we're thinking about pillaging, stone is going to come into play. Right, that's right. We don't have, I forgot, pillaging also requires swords, and we don't have any swords. So do we go with the smaller boat to start? I think we do. I think we're looking at that boat right there. So, moral of the story, we are going to go ahead and take those 2 wood to begin with. All right. They stay. All right. That's what I thought. Thank you, Klaus. All right. All right. So that action is taken for both this round and next round. All right. So now we need a boat. I don't, oh man, whaling is so tempting though, but we do have the extra snare. Two, two, and one, and that's our entire first turn, but we would get no income if we do that. I'm working my way through this, so let's see. So we go there to get the wood. If we go there, that costs us, I don't like that idea. Three, and I would need two more, and that doesn't work. Three. Yeah. So I could use all that for the harvest. I'm just trying to figure out. So what I'm looking at is I have the two wood to be able to get that, which is here. But the question is, what boat? And the more I look at this, the more I think I go with a whaling boat. Believe it or not, as much as I'm trying to do something different. Going here not only costs me the extra wood, but it costs me the extra worker. And I can't afford to do that right now. So I think I have to go with the smaller boat. Does the longhouse have bean income? It does not. It does. I lied. It does have bean income. Yeah. Wow. Well, hold on one second. So if that's the case, is that nuts to think about doing that with 4 workers? Because that would then give me the second level boat and the longhouse and with the last worker, Shetland. It doesn't help me with income at all this round, but it would get me both of those to where then my focus is to start getting stuff for beans. No, I think that's too aggressive. All right. I mean, the other option is I could go ahead and lay a snare. And I could put the snare over here, which all but assures me 2 income right there with 2 of my workers. I think I am going to go, let's go ahead and lay a snare. All right, so let's walk through this to start with, okay? So laying a snare, let me show y'all. So laying a snare here says we're gonna roll the 8-sided die. You can count your snares and your wood, and if you fail, you'll get a worker back, but let's hope we don't. If we succeed, we get both of those things. So the fact that we have 2 wood and 2 snares, and you're allowed 3 rolls. There we go. Okay. But I really do want to do that even with no income. No, you know what? I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to follow my heart, and I'm going to make mistakes in this. So instead, we're going to go do this, and we'll see how bad. We'll see how bad this is, of an idea is. We're actually going to go here with 4 workers. We're going to pick up the midship, the mid-sized ship, and the longhouse for 2 wood. And by playing 4, we also get to play our bean farmer as well. So you guys can laugh at me and tell me what an idiot I am, but we now get to do that. We're going to pay our 2 wood. We're going to get our longhouse and our mid-sized ship, which will eventually be able to emigrate later on. But okay, let's see how bad of a terrible this is. All right. Oh, it's both. Oh, I cannot do that. Never mind. Damn it, it's both stone and wood. Never mind. Gah. I thought it was stone or wood. There's no slash. You're right. So, fine. We'll go the shorter. We'll go here. That would have been a lot sexier. All right, here we go. So we get up to 3 rolls. We're at a 4 right now, so low numbers are good. Okay? All right. 6, that's no good. Let's try again. This is not going well. That's a 6. That's a 5. We failed. And that cost us 2 workers. Oh, that's not good. Well, it cost us 1 worker. We get that back. But we don't pay any of our resources. I get my 2 wood back. So we basically wasted 1 worker, and we failed at catching anything with the snare. Oh, this is not an auspicious start. Okay. Okay, let me look. Blue or green? Two. Don't have the stone to be able to do that. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to spend the beans, though, are the problem. So looking at this, so as it is right now, that's where I'm at for the feast. That's a fair point. I probably do want to, because I do want the stone, so I will have taken it from there. That's a good point. Wow. That really messed me up, failing on the snare. So, three. Nope. I don't know what to do this round. I feel like all my plans have gone awry because of that failing. So the whole point of doing that was to get the wood to be able to buy the ship, but I wonder if the workers are more important. Another thing that I'm looking at is this spot here in the crafting to turn in one of those wood, which would then immediately get us 2 income for next turn. Maybe I'm worried too much about income. So I could spend one of the wood there, that's 1 worker. I could go there to grab Shetland, that leaves me 2 workers left. And I could also get, if I go there, I could get 2 income there as well. And be closer to getting my beans. Maybe that's, yeah. Oh, I'm owed hold on, wait, hold on. Oh, I do get a wood back and a snare, you're right, thank you. Sorry, I'm in my own head. Looking, there we go. Good call, there we go. I can't get the red light to work anymore. I don't know why. So if there's any experts on the home thing to make that work, I could. All right. So. How nuts is that to do the whaling boat now? That's 1 of the wood. I then get this there, and then if I were to do that, that then gets me 2 income to start next round, and I only need, the 2 income guarantees me the beans right there. I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna go against what people are suggesting. A lot of times I take your guys' advice, but today I'm gonna try something different, and we'll see how badly this goes. I'm gonna spend 1 good to get a whaling boat. Then I'm going to spend 1 good to get Shetland over here. Okay? Then yeah, no, I hear you on the hunting. Oh, I spent a wrong thing. There we go. There we go. But I can always hunt next round. I'm gonna follow my heart on this, and I'm going to go here, spend 1 of the wood. It's going to get me a coin. And that. I'm out of workers. So now we skip determine start player, and then we go to income. Now before we do any of that, I'm gonna put the blue there and the coin there, which we must do because everything must be above and below covered. And now we're going to get our income, which is 2 there and 0 there. So it's going to be 2 income, 1, 2. Which is essentially the same as what I was trying to do down here. Oh, yeah, that should go back. Thank you. You're right. All right, there we go. So we're done with income. Animal breeding. We don't have any animals. Feasts. We have that. Now, the thing with the feast is orange and red. I'm sorry, oranges can never be next to each other. Reds can never be next to each other. You cannot put or up here, but you can put money. All right? So now that actually begs the question. The question is, we could do that like that and put 1 of the silver on there to keep the horn of mead. But you know what? I don't think we are for this turn. I think we're going to keep the silver for this. Okay? All right. Yeah. All right. So there's the feast. Now we discard these back to the supply. Done. And now, any bonus goods. We don't get any yet, but we will next turn. We'll get a bean every turn. Next, update and add new mountain strips. So, you take the leftmost on each of those. If they are completely empty, then you get rid of that strip. But as it is, we're going to add a new one and load that up. I'm sure Klaus is pulling his hair out, but this is how you get better, right? All right. Remove any placed Vikings. You don't in the solo game in the first round. Also, because we had mentioned this, we are going to get rid of one of the leftmost cards. So here we go. So this says, oh, that would have been nice. In the Longhouse, whenever you place a runestone in a house, you get a horn of mead and a silver. Oh, okay. But these two will remain, so that one will go away. Go to the bottom of the deck. These two will slide over, and we will refill one more. Again, this is just to give a little bit of variety, or else you only see one card at a time. So, Whale Catcher. If you use exactly one spear, you get a spear. That's kind of cool. All right, good. Oh, you're right. You know what? Duh. I'm thinking, you're right. I so should have done that and that because you get income and then bonus. Yes, this way I get the bonus bean. That's what I was trying to do, but for some reason I got lost in my head. So the two, let's put that up there. The 2 silver that we just got for income then goes up there to surround the bean, and now we have 2 beans. Yes, that was the whole point. Thank you, Temujin. By the way, Temujin, isn't that wasn't that one of Genghis Khan's generals? Anyway, all right, new round, new Vikings. So we get the 2 red and the 5 that were over there come over, and now we're playing red. The yellow spots are blocked off. The harvest says we get all the 1s and 2s. So we get a 1, a 1, a 1, and the only 2, which is that, like so. There we go. Oh, that's right, it's Genghis Khan's birthday. Okay, I was there. All right. All right, awesome. So now, we're not turning any expedition boards, plus we're skipping that phase. Draw a new weapon. I would like, what would I like here? I think I would like a snare or a spear or possibly a sword. Okay, that's not the end of the world. So we will take the sword. And we have our resources there, good. And now actions. Now I think we hunt. Because if we hunt, we can cover that up, and we're at 3. That was kind of my thought process. And I do want to get that played. So how can we get this played? Because then this turns into a lot better stuff for us. All right? So now, the only ways to play an occupation are either this bottom spot down here, which costs us a stone or an ore, and it gets us a silver, or it's 4 workers, 4 Vikings, and we play something in that far right column. Now, I do think that we go ahead and hunt this round, and we only have 2. Hold on. Because we can't lay snares, and we only have 1 bow and 1 wood, we would need a 2 or less. That's a little risky. All right, so let's look at this. So we definitely want to keep our beans, if at all possible. So that leaves us this. So another option, I did mention the far right column, right? We could get 4 from one strip, and then we could upgrade 2 things twice. Hey, Aubrey, did I miss that? All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, wow, yeah. All right, so let's pause for a moment. More Uwe, Aubrey says. Well, it's a good way to bribe. I appreciate it. Aubrey, cheers. Thanks for the support. Welcome to the herd. Really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Huh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is if we were to go there with the 4 of them, that leaves us 3 for the mountain strips. So the 3 could be... I mean... 3 and 2 gives us 3 wood and 2 stone. We would get rid of the 2 stone. Or we could go here for the... I need the stone, though. That's the problem. That doesn't work. And I want more... Oh, because I want to be able to hunt this turn as well. To be able to clear that up, and that would give me 3 income. But to be able to go there, I have to get stone. So the 3 and the 2, 3, 4, that doesn't work. I'm 1 worker short. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Oh, that's kind of interesting. What if we skip... Oh, what if we did both of these? And we go 1, 1, 2, 3. And that would give us 2 upgrades, which we could take... Let me see. If we were to upgrade this all the way to a green... That would give us another 2 income. So we're already at 4 income. And I think we're good at that point. That might not be a terrible idea. And that would give us an ore, which would help with weight. You know what? Let's do it. I like that idea. So I don't like the 3 and 2 as much as I like this because it's going to get us more income for next round. So, and it's the same amount, and I don't really like any of those. That, yes, but I don't know how much we're going to be doing on the mountain strip. So I think we're going to go here for 1, which will take a stone. And we get an upgrade. That upgrades to bovine juice. Then we're going to put 2 here, which gets us 3, which will be these 3 there, and an upgrade. This goes from milk to wool. And now we have 4 left. I hear you. Klaus is making some fair points. So I want to double check on one thing. That's true. If I fail, I would. Getting us a card isn't nearly as good as playing the card, though, which I guess theoretically would be the same as going there. And that would give us... So maybe we whale instead of doing that. Because it still allows us to play the bean farmer either way. Oh, plus if we, oh, you know what? Hold on one second. Because then, instead of doing those 2, we actually could, instead, sorry, I had these 2. Instead, we could do the exact same thing and take these 3. And that's a ton of wood. And then we could whale. Or whale there and be able to play our bean farmer. I like that better. So you know what? I do have the whaling ship, so let's do it. So, put that there so you all can see. So this says, we're going to roll the 12-sided die. We use spears and wood, of which we have a total of 6. If we fail, we get 2 workers back, a wood and a spear, I believe. And if we succeed, we get all of those things. So, it's not a terrible idea. Oh, did I one too many? You're right. It was one too many. You're right. Thank you. There we go. So, I'm good with that. So we get 3 rolls. I misspoke. We have 4 and 5 and a ore that's already on there for a total of 6. So we need a 6 or less for sure. All right. That's a 1. That'd be less. So that's good. I like that. We'll keep that roll. So now, do we get rid of a wood or do we get rid of the spear? I think we get rid of the wood. That was successful. So we get to play our bean farmer. So now we get an oil, we get some bones, and we get some whale blubber. Oh, the or makes it free. Hell, duh. I forgot about that. You're right. Because the or that, yeah, duh, even better. All right. So now we can turn in our beans at any time here, and we will. So we'll turn these in. And we will get a pea, a horn, and a fish. So a horn, a fish, and some pays, please. All right, there we go. Awesome. I am happy with that. Okay, so now skip start player income. So now with income, we get to start playing around with stuff. So honestly, if we take a look at our expansion board, because of what we have here, we can only use green and blue, and we don't really have anything that fits up there that's going to get this the extra income. So we're not going to bother with that board for right now. However, if we go there, we're at 2 income for sure with that. We're also at 2 income if we do that, and that might be smarter, actually. Now, also, green cannot be directly next to green. Blue can let me restate that. Green cannot be orthogonally adjacent to green. It can only be diagonally adjacent to green. You might be asking yourself, then why don't you just do something like this? Well, the reason is you can't cover up the income spaces until all the spaces to the left and below, unless they're a bonus space, must be covered first. So I think I'm happy with that. So that still gets us our 4 income, and we have a ton more food. But now, the question is, do we want to place either of these on either of our 2 boards to be able to do anything? All right? You can, Dimitri. Yes, I just did that. All right, so, well, let's take a look here real quick first for feeding. So I think we go, I mean, that's quite the feast, a little, I don't know if that's salmon maybe? So some fish, some beans, and some mead. And that leaves us all of this. Or, better yet, I guess we could do this, because orange can't be next to orange, and we save our fish. I think that's even better. I like that. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm looking at this to make sure that we have what we want to play with. Now, another thing that we could do is we could do something like this. It's not going to get us any, it could, so hold on. So what I'm looking at is I'm going to get income. And all I'm doing, you know what? Hold on. That's all my income that I'm going to get. That's going to be a total of 4 income. So 2 from this board, 2 from that. That's going to be a total of 4 income. We're going to take singles for this. Okay, done. So then no animal breeding. The feast, we've already established what we're doing for the feast. So that'll go there, that'll go there, that'll go there. And now bonuses. Now before the bonuses happen, all right, I think what we'll do now is we have a couple of options, because we're going to be able to get one more bonus. We're either going to be able to get the or the horn of mead right now, using some of our income. I'm looking at what my options are, whether mead or the horn. Oh, you guys are saying use the fish instead of the flax? All right. So if that's the case here, I use the fish instead of the flax. That's fine. I think the ore is going to be more useful. So if the ore is going to be more useful, I think I will go there. I will go there. And I will go there. And I am one away from being able to get both that I can see. So, yeah. I'm not going to bother putting the silver in. Well, I'd rather have me a little bit more liquid for right now, so I think I go that route. So for bonuses, we're getting an ore there, and we get our beans for there. All right, so that's our bonuses. Update and add mountain strips. So that goes away, and that goes away. Drop those down. We're going to get rid of the Master Tailor. We have a stone crusher that comes out. I must break you. After a Viking action, providing at least a stone, you also receive a silver. All right. Okay, all right. All right. So now we remove the yellow from the board. Those come back to the stone circle. Freeze open those spaces. We're going to definitely lay some snares this turn. We get new Vikings for step 1. And now a harvest. But alas, no harvest. And we're going to flip over the A board. But we've already purchased the A board, so we do not. That's shown right here. And then add 2 silver onto all the others. But not going to worry about that. So no harvest, but we're still going to have to fill all those spots. Keep that in mind, all right? All right. Put these back so I don't... There we go. All right. Draw a new weapon. No. Oh, all right. We were talking about whaling, potentially, so all right. And Action. Okay. We're definitely going to lay a snare this turn. That's going to be 8 spot. Okay, so let's see. So it's going to be 2 for sure if we're laying the snare. We need to be able to get 1 bean. I do like the idea of being able to get one of these boards and working on that to where every round I get that and I never have to worry about the feast again. Pretty much. So, how do we go about getting the longhouse? The longhouse is either 3 here or that, and that requires stone. Either way, it's going to require stone, which means I need to come back here. The problem is I don't have 2 stone on any of those, which means we need to go 2 separate times. That sucks. I really want that damn longhouse right now, this turn. Yeah, I actually... for 5 workers, give me a second. That would be 5 for that. So what I'm looking at is there, there, and there. Is that overkill? I think it might be. So maybe we just do that and that, which then I'm looking at for upgrading greens. I don't have the right type of ship for that, though. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this because I know I'm going to want to. So let's go and hook that up. So we will hunt, and that's using bow and wood. So 5 on an 8-sided die. I like our chances. No, I think we can do better than that. That's 1 roll. That's 2 rolls. Okay, so I guess that's going to be 5. Golly, really? Oh, that may have been a mistake. At least we have the snares, so that's 5. That's this and all 4 wood. Ouch. Well, as good as I rolled last game, making up for it this game. So we get some meat and we get that. Oh boy. Huh. Yes, that would get us 2 different strips there. The stone bonus, I don't know what one that is. I don't know what you're talking about, Klaus. What else do we do? Now, we could turn both of those green right there for 1 worker, which is tempting. We could buy... we can't afford that for the trading ship again. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good point. So hold on. I think I like this. I go 2 upgrades. That's going to go that and that. There and there. And right now, we're going to get that meat every round as well. So now the question is, do we go back to the mountain strip to get 2 wood? That would give us 5 to be able to lay the snare. I really want to... I can't put it there. I could put it right there. And then I would just need to be able to fill that up. I think so. Ah. Yeah. Go there for the 2 wood, and then we'll go there for laying the snare. And we're at a 5 again, or less. 1, 2. I think we stopped there with the 4. So 2 snares and 2 wood, and that gets me a snare back. I feel like last game was a lot easier. And then we have that. We have 3 workers left. I really want to turn those green. So the only way we can do that, 2, 3, I'm 1 worker short. I needed to roll better. You know what? Let me instead do that and get a wood back. So hold on. Instead, just the conversion rate for what that cost me. So to go there is 1. And to go there is 2, and I'm a wood short, and there's no way to do it. Damn it. That is unfortunate. Here's an interesting thought. What if we tried whaling? We're at 4. I mean, odds are we succeed. And if so, it doesn't help us right now necessarily, but it does for next turn. No, we'd be at 5 because I could put the ore on the boat. I kind of like that idea. I mean, I could turn the money into another NAR, yes, but I kind of had plans for that. Well, I'm about to get income first before the bonuses. That's a fair point. So we're going whaling again, apparently. So we'll go ahead and just straight up buy one of those. Then we'll throw an ore down on that yet again. And I think so. I think I'm setting up to be able to trade again next turn. Maybe. But man, it's so hard not to go in the same direction I went last game. Yeah, I think we're going to go whaling again. Golly, I really... All right. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9. Nope. That's 1. That's 2. That's 9. That's a fail. All right, so we get a wood. We get a spear, right? And we get 2 of the workers back. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't... Hold on. Do I get the spear? No, let me double check on if you fail. Yeah, a wood and a weapon. Yeah. All right, and the 2 workers. I did that right. All right. Oh, and I get to draw an occupation. Fair point. So, what do we want to do? Do any of these look sexy to y'all? I'm leaning towards mystery meat. So the question is 1, 2, 3, or mystery meat. You guys choose. While I get a drink. So choose 1, 2, or 3, or mystery meat, and we'll go from there. Now, before anyone panics, we're going to be able to turn the 2 beans in that we're going to get here for that stuff. So I'm not worried about the feast. Well, all right. I agree. So the first 4 were mystery meat. I agree. So here we go. What do we got? We have the maid. So with a longhouse or... So either of these 2. When 1 or more houses produces exactly 1 bonus good each, you can replace each bonus good with some silverware. All right. Nah. All right. So what do we do with our last 2 workers? Klaus brings up a good point. We're not going to have access to stone next turn. Well, we are going to get 1 more bonus strip, 1 more mountain strip, but potentially no stone on that. We have 2 workers. We can't get any stone anyways. We don't have enough, so we're only looking at those 2 columns there. So what do we have? You're right. Feast is before the bonus. You're right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. So, okay. Let's double check. So we're good there. Worst comes to worst for right there, and then 1 silver. So that's not bad. Okay. All right. So what the hell do I do with these workers? I really don't know. I mean, I could get a bean with 1 of them and a silver, because then that would give me that. All right, actually, that's probably the route we go in hindsight. So hold on, let's back that up. Yep. So if we go there for a bean and a silver, so the bean is then going to turn into 2 peas, a horn, and a fish. Or a pea, sorry. So we have peas, we have there, and there. So basically the feast cost me a worker, all right? We could. We could do that. That's actually one that I was eyeing. Because I'll be honest, I don't want to have to pay for anything else. Yeah, I see that as good as anything. So let's go ahead and turn the flax here to the linen. So the flax will go there, and that will become that. All right, so that's all our workers. Now income. So now we have a choice. So I can't cover anything there. I could, if I want to do that for the extra income. That would give me 5 income all day. I'm good with that. So that's 5 income. 2, 4, and 5. No breeding. Now the feast. I could use the peas, or do I use the silver? I think I use the peas because we're about to get 1, 2, and 3. So I think I'll go ahead and use the peas like that and keep the silver. Oh, or fair point. I do have this. Even better. Why don't we do that? There we go. So that goes away. Okay, so there's the feast, and now our bonuses. So now we have some choices. I could keep this stuff for upgrading next turn, but I don't think I need to necessarily, because what I'm thinking is if I go there, oh shoot, I used it. That was the problem. I used it for the income. Well, hold on, shoot. Okay. So if I go 1 there. Just looking. Let me see. That won't work. Okay, so I can't use that there. But I could use that there. Ah. All right. Let's start over. Ah. I think I take 1 less income. And I stay on my original plan, which is there. Break that down into 2 singles. Yeah, I take the 1 less income. There and there. I think I like that. It's just a royalty-free playlist. If you Google royalty-free background music, it's a playlist with like 300 songs. Go, Ralph. I could get the horn, but it cost me all my silver to do it. I don't know if that's worth it. I'll trade that out. Actually, I cannot. So I think that's all I get, bonus-wise. Oh, I suppose I could, yeah. Use that there. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think I can get the silverware then, can't I? I can. That works. I think that's all the bonuses that we're going to get this turn. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. So what do we got? We got some beans. We get some meat. And we get some silverware. I'd say we're making use of Shetland pretty well there. So that's all the bonuses up there. Then here, well, some more. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right. Update the mountain strip. Gone, 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 and gone. And add a new strip. Anybody want some wood? There we go. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. Save one on top left. No, that one has to be covered because diagonal. Yep. All right. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right. So here we will remove the stone carver. And we will get the locksmith. Says, what's up, Derek? All right. Locksmith, per chest or big chest that you receive in your supply, you may turn 1 silver for every one that you do into an oil. Okay. Seems very specific. All right, so we're going into red, so all the reds come off. Okay. Not terrible. Not great. I definitely don't feel like we're doing great right now, but not terrible. So the harvest, 1, 2s, and 3s. All right, so there's the 3, which is the cabbage. We got another bean. You know what? I can't see ever not using that. So we're just going to go ahead and bust that out real quick. So it's going to be another peas, a horn, and a fish. There we go. All right, so now we are turning over B. Baffin Island is now available. We're not going to bother placing silver right now. Draw a weapon. Spear or spear or snare, I guess. Okay. And actions. Here we go. All right. So at this point, I'm wondering whether or not it's even worth trying to get that, because we can't get stone this turn, essentially. So I don't think so. Pillaging hasn't worked out because we're not getting enough Swords and now stone's a problem, so we're still not going to raid or pillage. So that's pretty much gone this game. So okay. Upgrading. We do have a bunch of oranges. Hunting seems difficult since we only have 2 wood right now. Whaling, however, does seem quite lucrative, and I think we are going to have to whale, but we get to play one thing. So the question is, I don't see that as a real useful card. And to be honest with you, none of those things really seem good. So it'd be mystery meat to draw a card. Is it worth using a worker to just draw a card? I don't think so. But we definitely want something if we're going to go whaling here. And whaling is going to benefit us because... hold on. We only have 4 silver. That would be 5. Okay, so hear me out. If we went here to the 3 and 2, that's 3 of the workers. That would allow us to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That would give us 4 silver. If we did that to draw a card, that would be 5 silver, which would give us this, which would allow us to then turn in greens for that. And we would have quite a bit of green. We also, that's a fair point. We also could pillage. That's a good point with the longships, but how do we go about getting the longship is the question. Because, well, I guess we could go there, which would draw us a card. And then we, that's a fair point. And that would give us 4 ore, what I just said for pillaging. Yeah, maybe we do pivot to pillaging. You know what? Maybe that's what we do. Okay, so hold on. I like this idea. Work with me. And we do have the whaling right now. Is it? Ooh, let's see. Let me look. If we did this for the longship in a minute, but first we did that for the whaling. Because the whaling's essentially free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Assuming we would be able to roll a 6 or lower. Then we would get those for greens. Now we would have duplicates of that, but that would give us another green and another whale blubber. That's for these. Then if we did that for the 2 wood that we have to go pillaging, that leaves us with these 2. And then, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Never mind. The whaling doesn't work. Ignore the whaling. So instead, if we did 3, 6, 3, 6, that would give us 2 and 3. That would give us 3 ore. The boat, the 3 ore would go onto that boat. That would be 3. And the sword would be 4. We have nothing by way of ore. 1, 2, 3, and that would give us a stone at least that way. Yeah, I like that idea. So we're going to spend these 3 to go get a longship, right? Yep. And the 2 wood. I mean, we're Vikings after all, right? The other option is to save one of the workers and go there. And if we got that, we would be able to we would still have 3 ore. And I think that would work. And an upgrade, which would turn one of the reds to a green. Either way, I think we do that instead. So we go there, take these 3 on a mountain strip. 1, 2, 3. So that now gives us 3, 4, 5, plus whatever we roll. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's do it. Oh, we need to draw. Thank you. Draw for taking the ship before we do anything else. So that, yeah, I'm good with that. Fair point. So let's see. This technically happens before we did the mountain strip. So what do we have? Longship builder. You cannot make this up. You can buy 1 longship and you receive a discount of 2, 5, or 7 with 1, 2, or 3 NARs. So let's back that up. And let's just reevaluate. The fact that that's yellow. Wow. We have 2 NARs. That would be a discount of 5. Yeah, I still don't think that helps us. I mean, it's great, just... That would have been useful earlier. So I think we still have to do the, I think we still have to do the... I think we still do that. So it's going to be these. We get an upgrade. I don't know what to upgrade. Honestly, I think we don't worry about the greens right now, and I think we just upgrade that to the necklace. And then that's going to help us for spacing in addition to whatever it is we get on our pillaging. I like that idea. I like that. So we're going to go pillaging here, but we have one other thing to do, and I don't know what we want to do. We have 1 worker left. Oh, the number of NAR. Okay, the NARs are the middle ships. We have none of those. That's less useful. Damn it! I was thinking whaling boats. Huh. I don't know what to do with that extra worker then. Oh, whoa, whoa, we have 2. Hold on, I'm thinking here. So there, we have 2 workers left. So what else can we do with that? We could get 3 upgrades, potentially. Let's pillage and see what happens. So pillaging, how this works. Well, that's a fair point. We could go there for one of them, or we could get 3 upgrades. I'm just looking at turning the fish. No, those would turn green, green. No. I have a distinct lack of wood or of stone available to me. You know, we could pillage, raid, and, you know, maybe that works. Yeah, I think so. So I think we will go ahead and take the 2 silver there. And then we get 1 upgrade. I mean, am I nuts for thinking about doing that one? I think that gives us flexibility. I think so. That's a fair point. Probably ought to. That's a fair point. Probably ought to raid first. Okay, I'm good with that. That one, right. So raiding. Okay, so raiding is the exact opposite as far as rolling goes. It's a big die. We get. Let me make sure it's 3 rolls still. Right? And then you add, yeah. Just making sure. You can spend swords and stone. And that's where this comes in. So you add the roll on top, and you can discard stones, and you can discard swords, of which I have 1 of each, to be able to equal or exceed the number that is shown on the swords, and you get to take 1 of those things. So there you go. It could be any of them. So the low number, I think, is 7. I think so. It's 7 is the lowest sword number on up to 16. Okay? All right. So we get 3 rolls. Bigger numbers are good. That was terrible. So let's not do that again. That also not great. That was better. So that's a 10. Now, normally you'd be able to count the ore that's on your boat as well, but because of raiding, you cannot. So that's going to be 10. And I probably don't want to use these if at all possible because I'm planning on raiding 1 more time. So, looking back at this, a 10. Friday Night Lights popped in my head. All right, so a 10 gets us there, gets us that. Oh, did I roll the wrong die? I totally did. You are right. Okay, so that's a fair point. That technically, thank you. I think I wanted to do the rating first. I rolled the wrong die. So we'll redo that. Hold on. Because this one is the 8-sided die. The pillaging is the 12-sided die. So we're going to re-roll that. I apologize. Thanks for the fix. That's a 3. That's terrible. Terrible. Okay. Well, that went poorly. So that was a 2. So that was a wasted worker. That was just a failed raid. And on a failed raid, on a 5 or less automatically, you get a stone and a longsword for that. So there's a stone and a longsword. Trying to do this honestly, okay? So now, I think we're going to stay with what I did earlier. No, we'll pillage now. So now we get to use the ore that's on the boat as well with the other die. Okay. All right. It's a 10. I think we're going to stop right there. It was meant to be. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I can get anything that I want on this. The crown is worth an extra 2 points also. So now, I mean, no, it doesn't work. It has to go the other way. Huh. So it's 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it would leave me one thing. I would probably leave the stone. Do you have to have a minimum of 1 sword to be able to do that? No, you don't have to have one. Okay. I mean, honestly, for the home board, it's just a matter of trying to figure out what takes up the most spaces. So that's 11 spaces, and nothing's going to beat that. I mean, I would then have to fill in this, but I can do that. Because, I mean, with that, I could do something along the lines of like this. Then I could do this. I mean, Being able to get that rune would be nice. You're right, I don't have any silver for that. I do have one worker still, though. I'm probably going to go with the crown. So with the one worker, oh boy. No. What if we did that? We did that. We did that. If we did that, indulge me, and we put the other worker here to cost the stone, we would put one silver there, and then we put the rune right there. That would then get us 5 income. I'd be one short, son of a biscuit. So, okay, so we only go 4 silver this turn. The other option is I could go there and get, and an upgrade. Right, I didn't do that yet. There we go. So instead, for the last one, I will go there for the 2 silver. And I get an upgrade. And the upgrade will be red to green. Okay, so hold on. I will turn one of the fish. Hold on. Nope, I like that better. I'll turn one of the fish into a fur, which does that. And now we have 2 silver. And you know what? It gets us 1 less income, but we got that. Oh, God. And I still got to cover that spot. Yeah! One away. I'm not going to... Yeah. I'm good with that. It's not perfect, but I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Done. So the income is going to be 4 and 2 is 6. Right, then I get my bonuses. Right, okay, we're good. So, I'll trade that out for 2 singles. Right, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We'll go 1 there. And I have 5 left. Sorry, no animal breeding and feast. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so the feast, we will go. Hold on. I could use the mead that way. Could instead. No. Right. Don't want to use the silver if I can help it. Could use the cabbage. Why don't we use the cabbage? That way I get to keep the extra horn. Like that. Oh, thank you. The 2 swords and the stone. Thank you. I forgot to pay it. There we go. I'm happy with that. All right. Feast. Done, I think. Or, hold on. No, I think I'd rather use the horn. Yeah, I'll use the horn there. So never mind. There, and the peas. All right, yeah. All right, I'm good with that. So now for the bonus. So we're good here, we're good there, 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 we're good there. Now, what else? We have 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could get the rune. I think getting that rune seems really damn good to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and pay all 5. So we'll trade that out for 2 2s. So that'll be 2, 2, and the rune. That seems good. I like that. All right. So here we go. Bonuses. We got meat, we got silverware, and our beans. Meat, silverware, beat. Right, there we go. So that's everything on that board. Now down here, we get an ore, we get a horn, we get a wood, we get a stone, and a rune. Yeah. I'm good with this. I like this. Yeah. All right. Mountain boards. That strip, or mountain strip, I should say, goes away. That goes away. That, and that. I think that turn was a lot more productive than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. That felt good. What'd y'all think? We're going to get rid of the whale catcher. We have the carpenter. So the carpenter says anytime you go onto any of those top 8 spaces, before taking the action, you get to take 1 thing from a mountain strip. Okay, that's not terrible. All right. That's a pretty good one, actually. Okay, cool. So we are now coming back into the yellow, so we pull the yellow workers back. All right. Harvest. Niet. And we flip over the seaboard. Labrador. Draw a new weapon. Sword would be good. Like I said, a sword would be good, or a bow. And XI-XII. All right. What's up, Kevin? You made it. That's all that matters. All right. So, was it Labrador or Newfoundland was the one that I really went after hard last game? So, I will say, Labrador is not bad, though. And it's only a difference of 2 points. So, Labrador is an option, potentially, to get a second island. And we can do so with 3 workers. Because we do have the big boy ship. And I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to be doing anything else up there, so I don't think the carpenter really helps us a whole lot. So I think it would be mystery meat if we did that. All right, so a moment here. I'm just taking a look. What do we have? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we have 10, and those can't be right, yeah. 10 spaces, 4, 7, and 10. I mean, just saying that, actually, that right there, that's the feast if I wanted to use it, okay? All right. The holidays weren't terrible, all right? Add silver bonuses to the other islands. I don't understand what you mean, Klaus. Ah, we could still go whaling. Whaling's not a terrible idea because now that we have this, we're going to be able to do some upgrades. So I think whaling's kind of sexy. Even though we don't have any swords, pillaging's not too terrible either. That would, I'm just looking, that would be 3, that would be 6, that would leave us with 4. Because pillaging would get us... Huh. I don't know. What's up, Smashing Lime? So I'm not worried about these last bonuses, honestly. So at this point, it's just a matter of covering those up as best we can. And honestly, just throwing this out here, that looks awfully sexy right there as an 8. That covers those up perfectly. It's a fancy mead horn. Oh, damn it. You're right. I still need a gnar, don't I? Ah, good call. I forgot. The big boat doesn't count for trading. You're right. You're right. You're right. I definitely think... Huh. So to be able to get that, we would need some wood or to outright purchase it. And we have no silver right now, so we can't purchase it. So the question I have is, yeah, but man, upgrading all those different silvers is so nice. I realize I don't have any said silvers right now, or greens, sorry. I'm thinking there. So I think we look to do that the last 2 turns, but I think we prepare for it. Let's pillage. Let's pillage. Let's start with that. So that's going to be 3. We're going to draw an occupation when we're done. Remind me of that. It's a blue die, 12-sided. So we currently have 3, 4, 5. Okay? Ooh, wait, Klaus. I like where your head's at on that. But it still makes sense to do this first since neither of these are going to be helpful. So I think I want to do this first grab the occupation card that may help us before we do that. I like that. I like that. Or, instead of doing this, we could whale, because we're not going to be able to do both. And the point of this was, you know what? I think this actually makes more sense. I think the whaling makes more sense. I think it does. And we'll go do this next turn. All right. So we'll go whaling instead. So spears in wood, but hopefully we're not going to use the wood. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll call it 6. So 6 or lower, and we're good. Okay? 1. That's bad. That'll work. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, and a spear is 4. So now we will get an oil. We will get some bones. Look at the bones. And some blubber. And an occupation. I don't like any of those. Just doesn't make sense to me at this point. So we will go here. Weapons Warden. Whenever you placed exactly 2 Vikings, except for the first time in a round, before taking an action, you get a weapon. That doesn't seem terrible. Okay. Okay, cool. So now, if we go here to get 2 wood, that is this, then we would have that to get that, which then frees us up for this. I think that's what we need to do, but the question is, do we go there? I think so, and leave us the extra 2 workers. I think so. So the mountain strip, which one do we want? Do we take this one? That would give us access to stone. I think so. We'll take these. Then we'll take these 4. We'll spend the 2 wood and 2 stone. And then we will go ahead and grab that. Yeah. There. Bean income for a little bit. Okay. And we get a gnar. Totally gnarly. Which now frees us up to be able to do that. Now we don't have silver to be able to do so. Keep that in mind. Yet. And we got to place one of these. I mean, the weapons warden seems okay. So, you know what? We're not breeding, so we'll just put these 2 down here. There. All right. So we have 2 left. Ideally, I really want to turn that blue. Actually, I don't need to. There and there, there. Okay. And that's more beans. That'll do. Okay. So we have 2 workers. What can we do that helps us to get ready for next turn for upgrading the greens? Oh, I don't have any flax. Son of a puppy. mean, do we upgrade 2 of these? Like the blubber and one of the, no, not the meat, but, So the longhouse, I'm pretty sure is going to go there. If we upgraded one of these, it could go there. That's actually pretty good. So I think we do that. So we upgrade. Actually, we're going to upgrade both the meats. Because that's going to go there. Like that. Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh. Am I crazy to think to get the beans? Because then we're going to actually get 2 more. That'll give us 4. I think that might actually be not bad. I think that's what we do with our last one. We go 1 silver and another bean. All right, income. So if we go there, that's going to give us 7. 9. I could put that there for 1, but I think it's worth more. Yeah, that gives me... Because the game ends after income. Yeah, I think it... I just don't want to use a blue there. I want to use a green if I can help it. I think that's it for income. Oh, hell, now I get it. Hold on. I forget. You can use everything in the longhouse. Grrr. I forgot. You can use all the colors. Now I understand what the hell you people are saying. I'm going to puzzle this after I feast. Okay. Oh, I'm missing a silver right there. I can't use... you know what? I'm good with that. totally spaced on that. Okay. God. That's all the income I'm going to get this turn, because I... Yeah. Now that I realize that, yes. So instead of other way. You're right. Instead of upgrading those two meats earlier, I will have upgraded that instead. You are correct. Yes. Okay. So we're at 7, we're at 9 income. Done. No breeding. The feast. So now I will turn the 2 beans in, and the beans will get me some plays, a horn, and some fish. All right. There, and the cabbage? Potentially. So if I did that, yeah, I think. I think that's all I'm going to do for bonus stuff up there. Oh, okay. So you're saying do that. But if I do that, then... something like that. So then... Oh, you know what? And I'm okay doing that, I think. I think I'm okay doing that. I think I'll do that. I like that better. All right. So there's the feast. So these are gone. Now bonuses. So can we get the oil? So let's look. If we go there, and we go there, I mean, do we spend an oil to get an oil? We can't use duplicates, so I would be okay with that. And then the 2 silver becomes that, there, and there. And I don't care about anything up there as far as any bonuses go. I've gotten all the bonuses here. I think I'm good with that. All right, so bonus time. So here is an oil and a bean. That one's done. Here is another bean. Meat. And some silverware. So that's it here. Then that's going to be there, there, there. So I get a horn and a rune as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a rune and a horn. Gone, gone. Gone, gone, and gone. I am a little worried about getting another island, how I'm going to be able to do it, but I think we'll be able to figure this out. All right, and the stone crusher goes away. Dorstad Traveler. So whenever you raid, instead of raiding, you can get 2 upgrades. Wow. Really? All right, so we're going to remove the red ones now, and here we go. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Instead, should have used the coin instead of the mead. You're right. Yep. You're right. All right, cool. All right. So, harvest. We get everything, including fruit. All right. We flip over the D board, and there's Newfoundland, the biggest one, the one worth the most points. All right. New weapon. Another sword. That's useful. There. In actions. Huh. Oh. Right, because the feast, then I could have done that instead. You're right. You're right. All right. I don't think it's worth going after that. So a 7 is the lowest on the rating. I don't think it's worth doing that. Pillaging, however, covers that. The other question, though, is if we go for Newfoundland, I can draw that, and that would give me 2 free upgrades. That actually might not be terrible. Not free, but it allows me to basically reuse that instead of rating. And I do want Newfoundland. But we also, okay, this I know for sure we're going to do. So we'll start here. So we, woods and wood, we have a 4 on an 8. I think that's okay. I think that's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and try and lay a snare. And we're at 4 on this. That's a 3. I think we'll stop there. That's good. So the 3 will be, and I get a snare back. So that's 1, 2, and a wood is 3. And that's going to get us this, which is another green for us. And when we place exactly 2, before taking the action, we actually can draw a weapon. So technically, if it's a snare, I'll just get a wood back instead. It's another sword. That's okay. Cool. So that was good. Okay. That's a lot of blues right there. We will go ahead and take Newfoundland. So that's going to be 3 now that we have the right, or we have the, there. We're going to be able to draw, I think we draw this one into our hand, because that might actually be useful. And we will replenish. It's a meat trader. Per Nar gives you some meat. That's all right. But we get Newfie. Oh boy. You know what? We're not getting any more islands, so this is our island now as well. Right there. Okay? Oh, not the first. Okay, technically it would be that. Oh, the first time in a round. That's a fair point. So I guess technically I don't have this yet. You're right, you're right, you're right. It does say that. Thank you. And in a perfect world, I would be able to upgrade a bean twice. Because that would just give us another blue. Why don't we pillage? Because I know we're going to. There. Now I get to draw this. And this one is at 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. I think I'm looking for a 13. That's a 7. We can do better. That's 1. Oh, how much? Yeah, how much silver would Newfoundland come with? Y'all figure that out because I forgot that last game. So, oh, that's above average. So that's a 7, 10, 11, 12, and the stone would be 13. That just takes up a bunch of spots if I get rid of the stone. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is 8, that's 12. So I will get rid of the stone. Get rid of both the swords. And we'll stop. And we will get that. Okay. Newfie is Delta. So it literally just flipped. So it just flipped, and then you place 2 silver on it. So it'd be 2 silver, correct? I believe. Let me double check that. That is step 3. Not being turned. Exploration boards that players have already taken don't get. Yeah, so no silver. Yep, no silver. Because it all gets returned. Yep. When it flips, it gets returned. All right. So no silver. All right. So I want to upgrade the beans. So no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. So 2 different upgrades in a perfect world. Or 2 of the same upgrades, I guess is what I'm saying. So I need 1 of these saved, so I have 3 left. Oh, what do we do with that? Three left. Huh. We could do that and that, which works. That is kind of tempting. Because that would turn this to a green, which would be pretty much all the different shapes. That would be max use of this. And then just a couple others that I could turn to green as well. I like that idea, I think. So we will go here and might as well take the 2 silver and upgrade that to some bovine juice. And then I have 2 left free for 3 upgrades. I think so. And I get to, before taking an action, Draw a weapon. It's a sword. That's cool. So 3 upgrades. That will become this. That's 1. This will become bones. I realize that I won't be able to upgrade it for free. I get that. That's 2. Do we upgrade the fruit? I think we do. I think so. I think we do that to that for the 3rd. And then for our last turn, there, we turn in 1 silver. And all the greens turn into blues. Well, one of the oils and one of the bones do. Different shapes. There, 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 and that. I like that. All right. Income. A moment. I think now that's worth 2 income. So it's a total of 2 income. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it anymore. Because that's worth potentially 3. And that, yeah, I don't think that makes it. So, hey Bernardo, you as well, thank you. All right, what other income can we do? There's none on Newfoundland, so I don't need to worry about that. There's none here, and we've gotten so it's all on the home board. Am I getting any more? Am I even going to? You know, hold on. Because I know I need to cover them at some point. So there and there. I'm just trying to block off the greens. I realize if I cover the 7, don't worry. Which means this can go there. I think that's all I'm going to do. I think that's all I'm going to do income-wise. That's 11. 9 here, 2 there. So there's 11. And now the feast. Now I will turn in the beans. The beans become a peas, a horn, and a fish. Think that works out? I'm happy with that. So there's the feast. And now, bonuses. Done, done, done as far as stuff that I care about. Now we're looking over here. And this can be greens and blues only. Greens can't be adjacent to one another. And that would be bones up there as well, so hold on. No, it makes more sense to do it this way. What else? Ideally, that wouldn't have been blue, but there. There's one there. That is one there. And one and one there. So you're saying whether or not I want to get this one, right? That's what that is. I don't think so. I don't think so, but... I kind of hate that, honestly. Let's see. I mean, then it uses these 5 silver. If I did that, like that. I do have the 2 ore that I can use as well. So that could go, turn in the 10, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right. There, which then gives us, it's a tight squeeze. That's part of the bonus. I'll get the rest in a minute. All right. I think that's it for bonuses that we're getting. All right. Yeah, all right. So let's do it. So we get that. We get some bones. There. And that board that I just grabbed. Okay, so then we get some beans and some meat. and some silverware. I get an oil and some beans. Then here, we get a rune, an ore, a wood, a stone, and a horn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yeah. There we go. I can't replace it with the large chest, guys. Doesn't work that way. I won't be able to get the board. I can't. So no. All right. So that's good. Remove, 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 remove. There's no way I'm making it through. So we'll just do that. I'm not going to bother with the rest of that because there's no way I'm going to make it through that. Last card, locksmith goes away. Can't imagine there's anything super sexy that I want, but the harbor guard, oh, well, hold on. The immigration action. So hold on. Not so fast, my friend. So the immigration discount equal to the number of large ships. I have 2. So, okay, that might actually be good. Going into yellow, so yellow comes off. So that'd be a discount of 2. I don't know if it's worth it to go out of my way to get it, but no harvest in the last round. Draw a new weapon. Another whaling spear. And here we go. All right. Yes, they love their rocks. More coffee. What's silverware? Which one? Oh, and so, oh, okay, that's fine. All right, fine. Whoo-wee. All right. We want a bunch of greens. We want to emigrate. Let's go ahead and do the bean thing now because I don't want to forget. And it's going to be easier for me to parse this. So that's horn, that's peas, and a fish. Okay. I don't think that's worth it. We have 1 sword, right? Yep. What do y'all think? Think we should get into breeding? It's a joke. It's a joke. Well, I'm definitely planning on emigrating. That card is tempting. So are there any there in the 3s and then the 4s? Is the question. I mean, it's not really worth going just to do that, clearly. But the question is it worth doing things to do that? I mean, whaling is definitely a potential there. So I think we go whaling. So that's going to account for 5 there. Whaling and emigration. Because we are definitely going to... The other question then is, do we pillage with anything? I feel pretty confident that we're going to go whaling. I feel pretty confident about that. So there, and we're going to grab that card. All right, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's call it 6. So we want 6 or lower. That's a 7. That uses my wood. I do have an extra wood. Ooh, that's tempting. You know what? I have the extra wood. Let's just... Let's call it good. Let's not get greedy. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm good with that. That'll be a blubber, an oil, and the bones. Okay. I'm not getting another island. All right. So do we pillage with this boat? Or is that the one we use to emigrate with? Because I need this to be able to upgrade the greens. So we need a bunch of upgrades, right? The other option, 3 double upgrades, because that allows us to save $2 there. I just don't know if it's worth 4. So 1 is emigrate and 1 is there. Those are, I cannot mess with those. They are not, Kevin. You're right, I might not need to, but... Well, you know one thing we can do. These aren't getting any bigger. They're not changing, right? So... So if that's the case, we actually... Let's call that good. if I put a green there and a green there, so that would be 2 upgrades. I feel pretty good about that. So let's go there. That and that, both of those will become greens. So maybe I don't need that. So if I go there, push that up 1 more, and I go there. Or instead of that, we go there. Okay. Or better yet, we go there and we go there. Nope. Okay. All right. Feel pretty good about that. All those reds can become greens, right? So what do we have here? We're on yellow. So if we did that, I mean, I still would like to be able to, ideally be able to do that. That either could be 1 for the or, and that's a wash. It just cost me a worker. If I'm not going to take anything in the 4th row, which I'm done with the boards, so this double upgrade, I don't think I need them. So you're right, I don't think I need. So now the question is, could we emigrate twice? That's 5 workers to emigrate twice. And the yellow only allows me to do that once. So then the question is, with that 1 to go there, to play that to save $2. I don't know that that's really worth it. So if we go there and there, homeboard's done. I did like the idea of pillaging, but so I'm not going to emigrate twice. I'm only going to emigrate once. So if I'm only going to emigrate once, that frees up 3 workers. So that's for emigrate. We could pillage first, so that would be that. And that leaves us 3 workers. The only problem with the pillage just looking. Yeah, it's not nearly as good as what I had seen earlier, right? So I have that whole huge area. That doesn't really help me a ton, honestly. That actually covers less. That's 6. Yeah, it actually covers less than if we did that, because that's 6 right there. I just don't know if pillaging is really worth it. All right, so let's look at this. So we have that, and we have that too. So I don't think we're going to pillage. So I don't think I need this boat anymore. So if I don't have it, need that boat, is it worth doing that? I don't know. All right, that'll be the last thing we do is emigrate. Ideally, I would upgrade some of this to greens. So I do have a bow. I only have a bow, and I have no wood. Never mind. So we're not hunting. If we did this, it'd give us 4 upgrades. That upgrades the reds to greens. Yeah, that's going to happen. 4 upgrades. 1, 2, because these are going 1, 2, there. And then 2 others still need to feed. So let's look at this. That's going to get covered, so we're good there. That doesn't work, right? That's what I have right now, and I have 2 upgrades, depending on what I do with this. So I'll turn the horn into an oil. Huh. I have no idea what to do with the other one, so let me work a little bit backwards. The problem with this spot is I have no good spots for 4. Ain't that something? I really don't. So that's not useful. It's just going to be a bunch of coins to throw out there for these spots, it looks like. So I still have 1 upgrade and I have 5 workers. Huh. Well, that's something. You know what? Call me crazy, but I'm actually thinking about the whaling. Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. So if I use that and a coin, I have all that, which means this can become a green. That's my last upgrade. Okay. Because if we were to whale, I could put the 6 there. I don't have anything to do with the 3x3 is the problem. Huh. It would save me a couple bucks doing that, and I don't know. Wow. I have never done animals before in my life in this game. What the hell do they do for me? Are they going to be worth points at the end for breed? I have literally never once in all the times I've played this bred animals. So let's look. Animal breeding. Yeah, there were points. So I guess that... Oh, I see what you're saying. So, I mean, we could buy 2 sheep, I guess. What? Let me see. Bones touching furs in Shetland. Oh, yeah, fact. You're right. You're right. When was that happen? When did that happen? You're right. Oh, I just did that. So this is just me looking ahead. That's right. So no big deal. I mean, we could pillage to fill, and then we have that. You know what? Done. We're going to go pillaging. And all I need is a 8. I have 3, 4. I need a 4. Well, I have to have a 5 or else there you go. Done. I need an 8. Done. Problem solved. Here we go. There's our 8. Okay. Still got 2 workers. Look at the bones. So, actually, since those are technically... Yeah, that's probably going to stay there. Never mind. All right. There. Okay. I mean, that's going there. Oh, I have to, right. Oh, we should have filled an occupation. You're right, earlier. Labrador. Viking action, providing exactly 2 silver. Allows you to take, whatever, we'll take mystery meat, because... Yep. Whaling assistant. Bonus phase, during which you have at least 7 Vikings on the 3rd column action space, you get a cabbage. Which, we're in yellow. I do. So give me a free cabbage. So I have 2 workers left. Again, I still could do this, which is going to get me actually $3, because it gives me a silver and it saves me 2 silver. Although I lose this, which is so it's really a net of 2 points. This would give me that's worth 3 points. So the whaling assistant is probably better. If I were to do that, right? So 2 workers, oh, wait, I haven't emigrated yet. Ha! We're going to emigrate. My bad. And we're in round 7. It cost me 7. Oh, look at that. I have 7. So this guy goes right there. Done. Income. What do we got? 18, 20. No breeding, and we do the feast. Done. But now that that's done, were y'all waiting to see if I was going to? Yeah, it ends before the bonus. You're right. So, were y'all like gonna let me forget that? All right, here we go. All right, what do we got? So in ships, first off, we have 5 and 6 is a total of 11. Immigration, also 21. Okay. Exploration boards. Well, exploration boards specifically. Okay. So we're at 6 and 38. It probably could have. Oh yeah, I'm gonna place these. Don't worry, hold on. So we're at 38 and 6 is 44. Sheds and houses, which I'm going to consider both of these. That's going to be 27. Sheep and cattle, nope. Occupations, we have none played, so 0. Silver, probably going to be 0, but let's look. A moment. So we have that. Those are all going to be singles. That's going to be a single. Those. And over here, it's got to be greens only. Green. Green. And those can't be adjacents. Okay, so coming back over here. No matter where I place it, it's only going to get me 1. So we'll just go ahead and, I can't put it there. Put it right there. Then food can go there and there. I'm going to break down one of the 10s because it's going to bug me otherwise. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's done. 9. That one's done. And 10. And then we'll break this one down. Because I don't like negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves us 5. So to answer our question, 5 silver. Final income was 18 and 2 is 20. English crown, you betcha. Yeah, we got it. Where was it? Right there. It's 2 points. So we're looking at 32. Oh, God. Hold on. 1, 2, 6, 13, 15, 20. Carry the 2. 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 130. Negatives. None, 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 none. 130. Boom. So, So hold on one second. I hear you on the final income. So you don't take it even though you take it, but you count it on the... Well, that's dumb. Instead of paying it out, you can write it down. So, okay, check that. What was it? We're looking 1820, so 110. $110. All right. Because it was 20, right? 18 and 2, 20. Finished at 130. So yeah, 110. That's pretty good. What was my goal? 105? Is that what I said? So, whoo! Oh. Anyway, cool. There you go. Yeah, nice. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Cheers to y'all. Didn't even finish the first one. I was focused pretty intently. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Hold on. A moment. I did. There we go. Rob, cheers. Thanks for the support. Really appreciate that. So I'm curious, Klaus, you said you played this over 100 times. What's your high score? Not asking for how you got there, but I'm curious what your high score is. Yeah, stop the music now too. All right. Yeah, that was fun. It was a good time. It is a thinky puzzle. It is not as thinky as something like a Mage Knight in that regard, but it is a fun little Tetris-y puzzle meets worker placement and all of those things. I definitely think I prefer this way more solo than I do multiplayer. Because the only interaction in multiplayer is getting in each other's way, and it's totally a heads down game because all you're trying to do is this, and maybe you're trying to race for the islands and stuff like that. But overall, I think this game shines as a solo game. I really, really do. All right, Dimitri says, my high score is about 150. Klaus says 160. I have some work to do, but yeah, I think that's not bad. Yeah, the dice were definitely rougher today, but I think that evens out, right? It went really well in my first game and a couple of rough ones today, but I don't think it was terrible, my die rolling, so that was good. Yeah. Lars says, I played it solo once, 36. So, yeah, there's room for improvement there, Lars. I would like to try it with the expansion. I don't have the expansion. If I ever do get it, I think we'll stream this one again. But this scratched an itch that I still had after the last game. I feel good, so I think we're going to put Feast for Odin to bed for a while now. Feel pretty good about that. So, yeah, I think this is going to be good for solo gamers. I don't know that it really shines multiplayer. I think it's a great solo game. I really do. But personal opinion. But yeah, there you go. More Coffee says, I'm just so impressed that you can both run a stream and get a decent score. I mean, it's a long stream because I'm trying to do both, right? But this one's chai, by the way. I appreciate it. It's practice, I guess, but yeah, it's a lot of work and trying not to. So with solo games, it's funny. It's actually somewhat easier multiplayer than running the stream, depending on the game itself. But because solo, I have 100 of y'all out there suggesting moves and trying to. So it's that can get a bit much sometimes, but I think overall, I think it shows the game well too, and it's fun to be able to play along with you guys. Plus, you guys catch a lot of my mistakes or, you know, absent-minded stuff, and make some good suggestions as well. So it's a win-win all the way around. All right. Yeah, the Hungary stream for Aegis theme, that was next level, no doubt. Sergio asks, have I played Fields of Arle? I've played Fields of Arle 2-player. I haven't played it solo. That probably is going to come next week. Bribery works. I'm just saying. So you support the streams. You say more Uwe. There you go. All right. Yeah, there you go. That's it. So I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Same bat time, same bat channel for Obsession. For real. I really have it with me. It's here. It arrived the other day. So I'm looking forward to that. Playing with the second edition, playing the base game, not with the prototype stuff that introduces some other things. It's just going to be straight base game. I do know that Dan Halligan, designer and publisher, is going to be in chat, he said. So yeah, 3 p.m. tomorrow, 1500. It's 2100 across the pond. Hopefully you all join me for that. And if all goes well, I'll have my car tomorrow too. If not, it'd probably be Thursday. Insurance payment taking forever to make it. Anyway, there you go. Cool. All right. Yeah, Uwe solo for the newer stuff, I like. Multiplayer, older stuff, pre-2013. That's pretty much where I fall as far as Uwe goes. All right? Cool. All right, so I will see you all tomorrow afternoon. Be kind to one another. Social distance. Wear your masks. But seriously, be kind to one another. You don't know what somebody's going through, all right? And it's time for me to take the rabbit killer. Didn't kill him, but go read Twitter. I wrote up what happened with Lincoln and I at the dog park last night. It was a pretty interesting thread. Just saying. It lived. All right. Take care, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Thanks, everybody. As far as I know, the rabbit lived. It did scurry off. All right. So there's that.